Numbers never lie, especially when they reveal something we've never witnessed before in the NBA. Nikola Jokić is smashing through the boundaries of what we thought a single player could achieve, piling up triple-doubles at a staggering pace and capturing the attention of basketball fans worldwide. Yet for all his unbelievable feats, there's a swirl of speculation that he's not getting his fair share of recognition. Could it be that the media is simply tired of celebrating him, or is there more going on behind the scenes? Stick around, because we're about to peel back the layers on one of the most shocking ongoing sagas in the league today.
And Nikola Jokić is one of one. I mean, the first player to ever have a 30, 20, and 20 game.
It's one thing to average a triple-double. It's another to do it with the kind of efficiency that crushes previous records. Plenty of star players put up eye-popping point totals, but Jokić does it while simultaneously leading in rebounds and assists, a rare combination that even the NBA's biggest icons never pulled off at this level. Critics once brushed off his numbers as a product of modern pace and inflated scoring trends, yet day after day, he tallies monstrous stat lines that leave defenses helpless. What makes Jokić so unbelievable? For starters, no center in league history has orchestrated an offense so seamlessly. He thinks like a point guard but anchors the paint like a towering big man. He's posted 30-point games where he also dished out more than 20 assists and grabbed 20 or more rebounds.
I can't describe him, so don't ask me to. The guy's just an incredible player.
That kind of balance used to sound impossible until Jokić made it his norm. Still, it's not just about the stats. Advanced metrics. Back him up from player efficiency rating, PER, to box plus-minus, BPM. Every angle you look at tells the same story. We've never seen anyone quite like him. But numbers alone only tell part of the story. Jokić doesn't just show up on traditional stat sheets, he's also redefining how advanced metrics measure greatness. You'll often find him at the top, or near the top, of categories like win shares or offensive rating. Even the legendary seasons of players like Michael Jordan or LeBron James often fall just a notch short of what Jokić is currently doing. Why does that ruffle so many feathers? Well, there's a constant debate over whether advanced numbers can paint the entire picture. Traditionalists argue that intangible qualities like leadership and clutch gene don't appear in any formula. Meanwhile, Jokić supporters claim his unstoppable efficiency is precisely why he should be recognized as the league's most valuable figure, regardless of how exciting some people think he is or isn't.
With Joker, he understands basketball so well. And throw passes. If I come across and you come this way, I know that guy's in the corner, so I can just wrap it around.
Then, there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Rising star, crowd favorite, and a prime contender for accolades in his own right. Some believe Shai's flashy style and scoring prowess overshadow Jokic's more methodical dominance, fueling a heated discussion about who truly deserves the MVP nod. Advanced metrics side heavily with the Denver big man, but the media spotlight seems to swing Shai's way. Yet these lofty numbers aren't the only sparks fueling the controversy. You'd think that breaking NBA records would guarantee a year-long hype train. Oddly enough, rumors suggest many media voters might be suffering from voter fatigue. It's a phenomenon where writers and analysts are reluctant to hand the same player the MVP trophy multiple times, especially when fresh faces create more tantalizing storylines. A widely circulated speculation claims that the league itself could be nudging the spotlight toward rising superstars. After all, fans love novelty. A new face capturing the MVP often drives bigger headlines. For networks and sports shows, fresh angles are the lifeblood of ratings. According to some fans, this anyone but Jokić attitude is overshadowing.
I mean, no.
A season that could go down as the most impressive in modern history. Denver, historically overshadowed by flashier franchises from bigger cities, doesn't exactly command the same media presence. Critics argue that if Jokić played in Los Angeles or New York, the conversation wouldn't be about whether he should win MVP again. It'd be about how many trophies he'd rack up before retiring. But he's also faced criticism about something else: his defense. One of the biggest knocks against Jokić has been the claim that he's an average or even subpar defender. Some point out clips of him getting outmaneuvered on the perimeter as evidence that he simply can't keep up. However, those who watch. Him night after night insist that he's more of a difference maker on defense than people realize. Steal numbers don't lie. Jokić often ranks surprisingly high among league leaders in steals for a center, indicating his knack for reading passing lanes and intercepting the ball. While he might not deliver the ferocious highlight blocks of a Rudy Gobert or Giannis Antetokounmpo, his positioning and intelligence frequently stall opponents' offenses. He knows how to funnel ball handlers into less threatening areas of the court, leveraging his height and timing rather than relying on raw athleticism. Even advanced defensive metrics show he's hardly a liability. Sure, there are nights where quicker forwards can exploit him, but overall, the notion that Jokić can't defend doesn't match the evidence. Plenty of coaches and teammates claim they'd trust him as the anchor of their defense any day. Still, controversies around his defense aren't the only talking points swirling around. What truly makes Jokić stand out is how he elevates those around him. Role players on the Nuggets often see a spike in their performance thanks to his legendary court vision. Whether it's a backdoor pass through a narrow gap or a pinpoint dime in transition, Jokić opens up the floor in ways few big men can replicate. The result? Teammates are more willing to cut, more eager to set screens, and more confident shooting when they're wide open. On the flip side, some critics argue that other MVP candidates like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander benefit from deeper supporting casts. The Oklahoma City Thunder, for instance, boast multiple top 70 performers in various advanced metrics, suggesting a roster brimming with both talent and depth. Jokić, by contrast, remains the Nuggets' lone consistent star on paper, and that dynamic often forces him to shoulder more responsibility. Despite those challenges, locker room whispers say the team never doubts their leader. He's known for a low-key, almost humble approach. Nuggets insiders have shared stories of Jokić deflecting praise back to his teammates, crediting their hustle for every pass that leads to an assist. This aura of unselfishness fosters a close-knit environment, with players frequently describing the camaraderie as a key reason Denver punches above its weight. Yet even with all the camaraderie, the MVP race grows more intense every day. The MVP conversation is rarely a calm affair. This year, it's especially heated with names like Giannis Antetokounmpo, Joel Embiid, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, vying for top honors. Each candidate has their own compelling storyline. Giannis's blend of dominance on both ends, Embiid's scoring barrages, and Shai's dazzling guard play that's transformed the Thunder into an unexpected powerhouse. Some fans question the perceived boredom of Jokic's game. He lacks the acrobatic dunks and highlight reel dribble moves that generate viral clips, so the argument goes that the league might prefer awarding a more visually exciting star. Could the MVP trophy turn into a popularity contest? If you ask certain analysts, the answer is a resounding yes. There's also the swirling rumor of a hidden narrative that Jokić is too normal and not marketable enough. His understated personality might not sell as many jerseys as players with more flair, but on the court, no one can deny the results. And for the critics who believe his style isn't entertaining, the frequent sold-out arenas wherever Denver plays suggest otherwise. Despite all this, Jokić has his own unique perspective on the frenzy. If there's one thing that stands out about Nikola Jokić, it's his almost casual disregard for the hype. Time and again, he's downplayed personal accolades, focusing instead on winning games and building team chemistry. He doesn't have a knack for fiery sound bites or self-promotion. In interviews, you'll often see him shrugging off questions about his triple-doubles, directing attention to how his teammates performed instead. When asked about the MVP conversation, he has a tendency to deflect with genuine modesty. "I just want to win," he says, or "I'm just doing my job."
I never play basketball to win an individual award.
It's a calm approach that contrasts sharply with the media storm swirling around him. Far from a defensive stance, it comes off as sincere, like he genuinely values team success over any personal acclaim.
Like I said, as long as we're winning, I'm happy.
Behind the scenes, rumors swirl that his relaxed demeanor stems from his upbringing in Serbia and a personal belief that basketball is a team sport above all else. He's been known to share lighthearted moments with his teammates, even after losses, emphasizing support and unity. Love him or hate him, Jokic's mindset is part of what makes him so special. So how will his legacy be shaped if he keeps shattering records? If Nikola Jokic's year-long rampage through record books proves one thing, It's that we're witnessing a once-in-a-generation phenomenon. He's redefined what a modern NBA center looks like, not just by racking up triple-doubles, but by consistently making his teammates better. Yet the lingering doubts, voter fatigue, market size biases, and the never-ending quest for the next big thing threaten to deny him another well-deserved MVP. Will history look back on these seasons and recognize Jokić as the unstoppable force he truly is, or will the debate over aesthetics and hype overshadow his brilliance? The final verdict may rest in the hands of voters, but fans worldwide are watching, and so are the record books. For now, all we can do is witness greatness as it unfolds and wonder just how many times we'll see a player tear down what we thought was possible before the script is finally rewritten. So, do you think Jokić deserves the MVP yet again? Or is it time to usher in a new face for the league's highest honor? Let us know your thoughts, because this debate is far from over. Either way, we can't deny that Nikola Jokić is carving a place in NBA lore that may stand unrivaled for decades to come.